What is going on, everyone? Today it is Q&A time, and I was thinking of starting it at this really cool spot, but then the Netherlands, which is the place where I live, started messing with us again. So it started raining pretty hard. As you can see, it's right here, like in the car and stuff, because we had to run from it. But that's what happened. So today I want to do a Q&A, answer the questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. But I actually want to start it off with a little introduction for those that may not know me yet. And a lot of people always ask me about my stats. Okay, so my name is Marijn. I am from the Netherlands. I live in this place called Nijmegen, which is the place where I grew up. But I'm only here half of the time because I travel a lot for YouTube, photo shoots, fitness expos, etc. I'm 22 years old. I'm 185 centimeters tall, which I believe is 6'1". And my weight is always hovering between 78 kilograms and about 85 kilograms, depending on how lean I am, whether I'm cutting down, losing body fat, and whether I'm in a lean bulk, so focusing on gaining muscle mass. So with that said, what I'm gonna do right now is get comfortable and start answering your questions. If I can pull it out. All right, so the first question is, why am I losing fat with your advice, but I'm not actually losing weight? That is actually a great thing if that's happening to you, and it probably means you're a beginner, because in that beginner stage you can actually build muscle while you are losing fat. All right, so you're gaining weight from the muscle that you gain, because muscle obviously weighs as well. It weighs more than fat actually, and then you lose fat in that process. So your weight may stay exactly the same even though you're getting leaner. So that means you're literally losing fat and building muscle at the same time, which is the best thing that can possibly happen. If you're more advanced, that is something that will not happen to you anymore. So why did you start YouTube in English and not in Dutch? And I think this is pretty logical from my point of view, because the world is obviously a very big place. The Netherlands is you know, a relatively small place. And at the same time, I thought my English was pretty good. I lived in San Diego when I was 17 for a while, and so I practiced my English a lot. And next to that, I love practicing English on these videos as well, actually, because if you watch back like my previous videos, like when I first started, my English was actually a lot worse than it is now. So there was also a way for me to actually improve myself in that as well. But you know, for the big picture, I was obviously thinking, if it grows in the future, if it gets massive, then I will have a lot more potential doing it in English and reaching the whole world, which is what I'm doing right now. Why do my macros at the end of the day not make sense sometimes? All right, let's go to the grocery store and I'm actually show you. All right, so when you get a product in the grocery store, you always want to check the label that's actually on there when you enter the food into the app that you're using. I personally like to use MyFitnessPal to track my calories, but sometimes, because the whole program is based on user input, people put the wrong macros in there or the wrong calories, right? So it's not always correct. So when you type in a certain food, you always want to double check that the macros of that food are exactly the same that's on here. So here, for example, this says that 100 grams have 59 grams of fat, while the label says 55 grams of fat per 100 grams, right? So that is a difference, and the calories will not make sense at the end of the day. So you can't accurately track your macros. So you always want to double check, make sure you're doing it right. If you could only go to one festival in 2018, which one would you go to? So I think it will probably be Tomorrowland. I've been there, and I haven't been this summer, but I've been there last year, and it was just amazing. It's more like the whole show and the whole, you know, the atmosphere that is right there. And like the next day I woke up and I thought it was like a dream. That's how crazy it was. So I definitely want to go there in 2018. What are the watches that you wear? So I think most of you guys already noticed if you've been following me for a while, but I work together with Tyrock, a watch brand, so I mostly wear watches from them. My favorite ones, definitely the black and gold or the full golden ones. Those are the ones that I usually wear. So if you want to check out their full collection, there will be a link in the description box down below where you can check them out. Body parts you're most proud of? It will be my back. I think my back is definitely my strong point. Has been pretty much since I started lifting. Like after like 2 years or so, I started doing a lot of pull-ups. Weighted pull-ups, as I always preach on my YouTube channel. And I can do these very heavy right now, and then my back just started blowing up. I think it's my genetic strong point too, but I also really love training it. It was my favorite body part back in the day, actually. Ha! This is a funny question right here. Do you even lift? Bruh.
Student aesthetics in the hizzle.
Look, baby girl, you're so damn fine though. I'm trying to know if I can hit it from behind though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine though. And when it's over, I press rewind though. Hey, you talking bands, girl, I got it.
What? Have you seen my gas? You see my gas, bro?
I don't know, with your pants on, they look tiny, man.
They're huge.
Chicken legs, man. Student aesthetics.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect up on the street.
Oh shit, I think we got the wrong edit.
You talking bands, girl, I got it. Benjamin truths for some robbers. He playing Batman, Fendi's gonna rob her. Hey, I got a Glock in my Rari.
Believe me now? Alright, cool. How do you get the most out of your workout according to you? Alright, so I personally think it's very important to actually have a structured plan when you go in the gym. So make sure you have a routine that you're following, so that you go in the gym and you know what you have to do, and that you also can track all your workouts into an app, or write it down in your notebook so that you can try to improve every single week. I think that is how you can get the most out of your workout. You also don't want to be in the gym too long, so you want to make sure you focus on the big compound lifts, the bigger movements, and get very strong at those. Favorite Alphalete product, if you could only choose one? That is going to be a hard one. Let me see. Alphalete. Hell yeah. Yes! Hoodies have to be my favorite. They got them in all kinds of different colors, and also a lot of different models. Here we go. They're also getting lifestyle hoodies, which are super cool. I got them somewhere on the floor. I have a black one here. I love how it fits, and this one is actually not branded at all. Alright, so it's freaking clean. This one is dropping early November, so make sure to stay tuned. This is definitely my favorite item from Alphalete, but the hoodies, but obviously, like I said, there are a lot of different models of it as well. Next to the hoodies, I freaking love the cutouts, so wear them in the gym every single day, pretty much, as you guys see in my videos. And the underwear, best underwear on the market, like for real. Oh, wait, I'm actually...
They're here.
Next question. Should you be setting goals like getting shredded in the next 3 to 4 months, or set goals for longer periods like 8 to 9 months, because you know you're gonna be living a fit life for the rest of your life anyways? I personally agree with the second one. You want to think long term. At the same time, you also obviously you want to know that you're gonna shred for a few months, for example, but you always gotta think long term, like where do I want to be in like 2 years from now? Because if you keep shredding all the time, what a lot of people actually do, you will never actually build the muscle that you need, to look bigger as well. So I think that is where a lot of people go wrong. They are constantly cutting down because they want to, have abs, be shredded. And the reality is that it's very hard to put on muscle doing that. So you actually want to take a long time to focus on building muscle. So what I actually did in the past, you guys probably see, when you check out my old videos, I was pretty fat, to be honest. But I saw that as an investment because I knew back in that day that, I was just building muscle for a very long time. I did a bulk for like 2 years straight without cutting down because I just took a lot of time to actually build that muscle, and afterwards I stripped off the fat. So it was kind of like a long-term plan that I had inside my head. I'm not telling you guys to get fat because you definitely don't want to do that. You want to do a lean bulk approach, which I'm actually going to share in a video very soon. So make sure to stay tuned for that, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to give a full explanation of how to set that up for yourself. But with that said, I definitely think you should focus on the long term because, like I say very often, fitness is a marathon, not a sprint, and that's what we live by. Will my calves grow with vodka or just with rum? That's a great freaking question. Let's find out. Oh wait, I didn't have any at home, so I had to get some. I was actually walking home to give this a try, but you know what? I want my calves to grow as soon as possible, so let's just do it right now. So I think we should do it before and after, so let's actually see what they look like before. As you can see, freaking heaps of meat on there, huge as hell. So yeah, let's start with the rum and see how much growth we can actually accomplish here. Nice. They grow?
Why?
No.
Are you drunk, man?
Yeah, I'm drunk already. So let's see again before. We actually gotta train him or something. Maybe we gotta take a shot while we're training him. Is that a better idea?
You talking bands, girl, I got it. Benjamin's all in my pocket. I traded them.
I don't think they're growing. Nice. This is a bad idea, peeps. Keep the drinks, friend the club, and let's actually go to the gym, train some calves. I hope you guys had as much fun watching this Q&A as I had with actually shooting it. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do more Q&As, because I definitely want to do so in the future. If you guys are down for it, alright, so let me know your opinions. And make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content, because more content is always coming. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. See you in the next one.
You talking bands, girl, I got it. Benjamin's all in my pocket. I traded shit that might choose for some robbing. You playing back